So in Chinese, I say ni hao. In Japanese, I say konnichiwa. Basically, both mean greetings or hello. And so I start off that way because that's not my normal greeting. Just something that I just thought of just to let things flow like water. I've talked about this idea before, and this is important because a lot of people haven't put these two words together, but I have over here. Yeah, you must zen in order to cheat. Some would argue that you don't need to do that. But here's the thing, like I think when you're at a standstill, your mind doesn't need to think, you know. Your mind just needs to flow. I think we think too much. I think is something that your brain does when it's already having to operate your arms and your legs, basically when you're in motion. And so when you cloud your mind with too many thoughts, you're making your brain work harder than it needs to. Your brain at the time is trying to heal other parts of your body. It's trying to direct electric signals, electric pulses to other nerve endings to your body so that it could heal. We all possess this, no matter if you're just human or a certain person who's just not like an average human, because some people are not average in this world, but it doesn't matter. We all have a certain nervous system per se, and we all have this time that we need to heal and relax. Now, one thing I do love about in regards to what it means to have like a full chi or zen, overall, it's just about being relaxed. Like I believe it was Frank Lloyd Wright, but he had the statement that less is more. And what this implies is that you're never at your full maximum. As in essence, you're giving yourself room to be stronger. That you never really know what your maximum potential is. Because it's all about continuing to grow exponentially by doing less. Think about your lifestyle. Think about the way you work. Don't work at a job that's always trying to rush you. If it's a production job, I'd say go part-time if I were you. If you like the benefits, cool. But as long as you're flowing with it, you don't feel rushed. You don't feel like it's taking up your day and your life. Keep that in mind in regards to work, y'all. People, yes, all that. You don't feel like you have to work too hard. For people either. You want to have a life of simplicity, minimalism, less conflict with your schedule. You want to wake up and sip your tea. Yes, you want to do those things. You don't have to be a millionaire or a billionaire just to enjoy a peaceful life. I'm pretty sure some of those millionaires and billionaires wish they had a simpler life without all that money at times. More money creates more problems, just like Biggie Smalls said. So it's just all about maintaining a simple life no matter what your status is in life. You have to have a simple life, and you can achieve that because it's all part of that Zen, creating the true chi. Now, the chi is just basically the full balance of the universe of energies based on the yin and yang, or the feminine and the masculine, if you will. Won't go into deeper meaning of that right now or ever. I mean, maybe just not at this time per se. But what it just basically comes down to is just being balanced. There's a soft side and there's a hard side, but one is not dominating the other. There's a balance to who you are and what you're about and what you embody. Um, you need that because that will control things from happening in your life, like certain cancers and other types of diseases. And let's say you have those things right now, right? At least it won't take full steam, or it can actually be put into remission without any medication or any chemotherapy. It just depends. I've seen this. I've seen that over in a lot of Eastern countries, they have a lot of unorthodox practices that does not require any medication or radiation for cancers. They teach people how to get into a certain Zen so they can always have a life of chi. Basically, what the Zen really is, because I haven't really gotten into it, I call it a state of mind. Now, somebody might say it's meditation. I beg to differ. I mean, it is. I'm not going to doubt the thousands of years that's behind it and the people who believe that is what it is as such. But for me personally, yours truly sees Zen as just a state of mind. I believe that's how it should be defined versus just meditation. Because from my world, if you will, my realm, I believe that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. You want to keep your mind basically from thinking. That's how your mind becomes idle. So it's just a state of mind. And that state of mind is really not to think. You know what I'm saying? It's really not to think. It's really just to let your mind flow. Whosoever thinketh in his heart, so is he. You don't even want to think about what's in your heart. You don't want to think about it. You just want to flow with it, whether that's with people or with things. And if it ain't flowing with you, so be it. You just flow the other way. You don't have to think too much about it. Okay, that didn't work. It didn't work with that person. Whatever. I'll just flow the other way. It's just beautiful. You don't feel so stressed about it. You don't feel like that you're rafting up against a current in your mind. I still struggle with this from time to time. I'm not going to lie, but I understand. So there at least are times where I can turn my raft around and flow in the right direction. That's me really being at my fullness of my Zen. That way I can restore my chi, my universal energy, basically regaining my balance, right? So you have to think opposite of who you are, what you are about, and what you feel. Because really it's all about, from what I have gathered, from what I've gathered, it's all about just being able to move in life through your intuition and not through your subconscious, your conscious. Your intuition is just that your feel, your sensories. It's not based on what you thought. It's based on your sensories. You just flow with it, right? You flow with it. It's a beautiful thing. And you wonder why, there are a lot of stressed out people right now. There are a lot of people that are overthinking. You really want to get around a person that has points to make that are straight to the point and it just flows. It's like as if they know. And their tone of voice is very smooth, low key. They don't like to argue. They don't like to be stressed. You know, you're messing up their chi because you're not in your Zen. You're thinking too much. You're making people more stressed. You need to chill and relax. Relax. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Yeah, like that. Just relax. Now, this goes into the final thing of what I wanted to say in regards to faith, because, the faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Now, the thing is, you can't think about it in regards to faith. You just have to believe it. And to believe it, you just don't think about it. You just don't dwell on it. You just believe it. You be it. You don't become it. You are it. It just hasn't came yet. It's flowing your way. So that to me also can be applied. And a lot of people don't have faith. So to me, a lot of people don't have that trueness of Zen and don't have true chi. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a true chi at all. They're out of balance. They're out of whack. They lost in the sauce. All that. Yeah, just stay balanced. Work on a few things too. I think one thing you can work on to determine your balance, do like the police officers do to you when they trying to do a sobriety check. Actually work on standing on one foot with your eyes closed and your arms out. Each side, put your arms out, stand on one foot with your eyes closed, and work on doing that routine every day. And work on being calm and having less stress in your life. And once you start to be balanced like that physically, chances are you're also balanced like that internally. And you are developing your true chi because now you finally got that Zen going on. Signing out. Sayonara.